Regardless of how much we've done to mitigate traffic from getting pretty bad, it looks like we're starting to see the effects of a growing city. Population's just over 16,000 and traffic is starting to become an issue. Just thought I'd jump in here and give you a heads up. This episode is going to be chaotic, so just brace yourselves. We have a lot of industry traffic, a lot of commercial traffic, and a big thing is we have a lot of civilian population. And I think a big part of it is we have very limited access to real transportation. That's kind of a bit of a point that we're going to take today. And what we're going to do first is we're going to start working on trams. Now, I usually don't mess with trams. I usually go with like the metro and other things that can go underground that I don't have to see. But I figured why not try something new, kind of a bit out of my comfort zone. I've never really messed with trams and never really wanted to until, well, now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around and start upgrading some of our roads in order to have a bit of this infrastructure laid out. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our 6-lane roads with tram tracks, bus and bicycle lanes. So these are going to be very wide roads, but I think it'll come in handy when it comes to setting up more transportation down the road and just kind of fixing what we have now. So I'm going to go through and start upgrading some of these roads, and hopefully this works well. All right, so we got this laid out and we have to start looping it back. So I'm going to grab our two lane road with tracks. And we're pretty much just going to go all the way back with this. I think that'll be a good way to connect that. So we got our basic infrastructure. Now let's start making these routes. So we go back to the top here. Oh, we still got to put down our tram depot. That's one thing that I'm forgetting. So tram depot, it obviously produces a lot of noise pollution, and I want to avoid putting that near the residential. So we already have a bit of infrastructure here from original bus routes. So why not utilize that space for our trams? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to place that there, and that's going to upgrade that road. We're going to grab our tram track, the regular one, not with bikes, and that'll be our connection point there. So now we have the ability to make routes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pause it. Nothing happens while I do this, just in case I mess something up. And we're going to start making a couple of routes. So I reckon we'll start here. I don't know if that's too close to each other. Probably is too close to each other. So I'm going to erase this. And we'll have one, say, down here. We'll have one here, about a block and a half away from that. We'll have another one in here. And we'll just kind of follow this up, adding as much access as we can to these neighborhoods, skipping a few blocks or so, maybe 3 to 4 blocks between every single stop. I don't want to put that right there with the bus stop because I feel like it's just going to cause more traffic. So I'm going to place it just after it. And we'll just keep going around. Like I said, I'm not the most experienced with tram tracks. So if you see I'm doing something wrong, just let me know in the comments so I can go back and correct it. I'm hoping to do this right the first time and I don't have to fix it again, but I'd rather learn and do it the right way than mess it up and have more issues in the future. So that provides 2 general loops. That one pretty much takes you back and forth industry, main commercial areas, and through our main residentials. I'm also going to make another bit of a loop here. going to be a general loop going around this second district, and it should be a lot easier to set this one up. So we'll start this here. Well, maybe not. I want to have this kind of closer to the education center, so maybe right there. And then we'll go from there. Does it cause more traffic to put it in the same spot? Or does it not matter? I'll go a block before it just to prevent any issues, but I'm not exactly sure how that works. Okay, so we got that one there. Got this one here. And just follow it all the way back. There we go. Bam. So we got our 4 loops, I guess, 4 different routes that kind of people with trams can take. So I'm going to unpause it. And actually, before I should have started unpausing it, is this the tram one? It is. Okay, so it looks like we have 15. How many vehicles are we going to have on these? If I go into our route management, I don't know why it defaults to purple. Ooh. Different designs. I think I like these the best. And I don't want them to be purple. I'll go with like a lighter blue. I think that's a nice color. Yeah. We'll go with like kind of the same blue. It's going to be a couple shades off because I'm not going to get it perfectly every time, but I think that blue kind of looks the best with it. There we go. So we got to, I want to go through also and change these vehicles out to this vehicle here. Like it's more befitting. And I want to see how many trains each. Looks like the ones that go around have 11 vehicles. I feel like it's going to be either too much or just under. So I'm going to go through, just speed it up and let the trams get kind of out where they're supposed to be going. And we'll keep an eye on C. And hopefully they're not causing too many issues. I feel like these are trying to loop around, but there's no way to loop around. So I'm going to upgrade another set of road real quick. And hopefully this will fix that. Ooh. This has no road on it. Let's out of this road. Did I do that with all of these? No, those have roads. Okay. So I feel like this will allow them to turn around if they need to. And not make them go all the way around, but I think they're going to cause more traffic than they're going to fix at first. Or maybe just make our mess, or maybe just make things even completely worse than they already are. Hopefully it fixed itself. There we go. The purple ones are going back, and it looks like the blue ones are going out. So kind of doing what we want it to do. Just going to keep watching this for a bit and see if it fixes itself over time, or if we have to redo this completely and maybe get it off of the main strip there. I'm not exactly sure, if I'm being honest. So hopefully this clears up. Seems like a lot of kind of jammed up right now. We're seeing some traffic here. This is definitely... Oh, okay. We for sure have a traffic jam now. What's causing that traffic jam? This intersection here. And it looks like a lot of this traffic is trying to get out of the city. Maybe. Looks like it's all the commercial traffic that's just coming in and out of here. We might have to make another highway extension, if I'm being honest. So, do we have another tile unlocked? We don't yet. I want to head up this way, get some more highway unlocked, maybe build another connection or two. Maybe even drag our highway all the way around here and see if we can get a better system going. Because right now it seems like we're getting some heavy traffic issues and it's not something we need to have right now. That's for sure heavy traffic here. I don't know if it's because of our trams or not. Looks like it's just heavy traffic altogether. Hot air balloons. Every time I see that thing, it's just hilarious. Looks like we're starting to back up even more as we let it go. So we're definitely having a lot of traffic issues. This is why I miss mods. You start building roundabouts and it kind of solves all your traffic issues. Right here, just slap a roundabout. But I feel like building your own roundabout without mods is kind of difficult. I might have to try it. Here, we'll try something. I'm going to save the game. Right, we have that saved. And we're gonna try to build a roundabout here. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna turn out, but we're gonna try it and see if this works. And what I'm going to do just to make my life a little bit easier is I'm going to go through these tracks and delete these tram routes. Is this the tram? That's the tram. I'm going to delete these. And we'll just redo them when we have our new tracks back up, which people are mad about it, but it's the better way to do this. So I'm going to re-upgrade this all down to the regular 6-lane roads without the tram tracks on it, and we're going to take our tram tracks a little bit of a different route to keep a lot of this traffic off of our main lanes here. So we'll get rid of this for now. It might come back, it might not, I'm not sure at this point, but we'll figure it out. That's the truth. And we'll take this to there, and honestly this might loop back over here, just up there. We'll see what happens with that. But for now, what are we missing here? What is this? Box factory? I think those were the bus routes that were there, maybe? I'm not sure what was there. We're going to grab this road. And we're going to not connect this, but make them a bit of cul-de-sacs, even though cul-de-sacs don't really look very nice in City Skylines 1. It's okay. This will also cul-de-sac. This will connect back here. And we're going to go into our junctions. Oh, we got our road tool up. Let's close that. Back into our junctions. Go into these junctions and just make sure this is a priority road still. So I'm not exactly sure how to make this exactly work well. I'm hoping this kind of just works. No, we're going to be in a weird position. Hopefully. We don't have any sort of issue though. Okay. I'm going to unpause it. And we're going to see if this had any sort of effect on what's going on here. So we're going to speed up and hopefully this clears out. Hopefully. I'm going to reduce some of that foot traffic just by getting rid of that path there and making people go around a bit. So I'm going to reconnect this up here. Oop, that's not what I meant to do, but we're just going to cul-de-sac it. What if we just let traffic go crazy? What if we just take off these stop signs? And just kind of let it flow. see if it gets itself out of there. This intersection's gonna cause issues. It's already causing issues, so we're not gonna let it cause issues. We're gonna disconnect that, and we're gonna let people go around. Well, I suppose what we could do to keep that connection there is build the one-way roads. You can find them. Oh, they're in here somewhere. There they are. And make it so they can only turn here. And maybe, yeah, some of the traffic will just go through there. The rest will continue on. Looks like we're getting jammed up by not having stop signs. So maybe the stop sign was the way to go. What if we just stop everything else but our main issue here? This was really our biggest issue here. We're getting a lot of traffic piled up in this area. So if we just allow this to free flow and maybe stop everything else, now we're getting just issues with that's backlogging. Where's a lot of this traffic going? If I click on this road, and does that go through? It does. So I should be able to click here. See. Most of this is just industry traffic, which I guess is kind of expected. We have a lot of industry. So what if there's a way to connect from this highway to this highway for industry. There's no direct connection from here to here, so it looks like everybody's going to there. Now, I'm usually not a big fan of just having 97 million lanes of highway just to try to fix any sort of traffic issues, but I'm at a point where my usual fixes aren't working. Looks like this already resolved itself, so that's good. But now we're having a lot of highway traffic, which again is probably because of that stop sign. Unfortunately. Very unfortunate. Like a lot of these guys are getting on the highway and they're going this way because there's no direct connection from here to go there. So what if we, right? What if? What if we just make more spaghetti? Yeah, it's a proper terminology for that. What if we just make more spaghetti? So we are getting usage, but I feel like... Go away. I'm not concerned about that right now. If they're using that, I will gladly keep this. Yeah, looks like we're getting some usage, and I'll take any usage at this point to go over there. Hopefully it starts lightening up some of this load. And this goes to 3. So what we'll do is we'll downgrade this to a 2-lane. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant to do. We'll upgrade this to a 4-lane temporarily. And then when a lane goes off, that'll still work right there. Okay. We're getting a lot of spaghetti traffic, but spaghetti lanes and stuff, but it's hopefully going to help some of our issues here that we're having. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for, so. Do that to a 2-lane. Yeah, we're already getting a bunch of usage, just a lot of it. And I think it's going to pull some of this traffic that's getting stuck here over there. And looks like we're still getting a bit of a bottleneck here, but it's reducing itself. It's not pulling up onto the lanes anymore, which some of it is despawning. I think it's just City Skylines trying to save my life. So now we have... Now there's no direct connection from this highway to there. So we're going to build even more spaghetti. I could also be completely wrong and just cause more traffic issues. But it's kind of something I'm willing to test. Okay. It's about split. There we go. And we'll obviously flip that around. And what if we snap? What if we just snap? We'll keep angle and road guidelines and just go in a straight. Okay. Some park assets. Now, do I want this to be a ground level highway? Probably not. So we have some of our other interchanges. Would a clover leaf make more sense here? Probably not. We're definitely not doing a clover leaf. Okay, back to our highways. What would be the easiest way to get this elevated? Would I really wish I had my mods right now. What does this do? Elevation steps. Put that to the minimum. And road length. Maybe, well, not road length. I feel like it's not snapping enough. I guess kind of makes sense with what I'm doing here. So we're gonna elevate this. Can roads still go under this, or is this gonna be one of those things where I can't put a road under here? I can. I can absolutely build a road under there. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to do just a major overhaul of our transportation system, but it seems like it's definitely needed, especially because of how much traffic we're having. So we'll figure out where to connect this back up. It'll probably just upgrade this into a 4-laner and then just bring it through here maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure I want to connect the highway to the 6. Maybe connecting to the 6 lane might be the best. Have a direct connection to it. So what if we do something like this? Start here. What if we go back even further? No. Definitely something like that. And something like that. And we'll start here again. We'll go till about there. That would have been a better place to do this, but maybe. Wants to snap in a weird spot. I wanted to go straight into it, but it's not doing it. What if we turn off road guidelines? Turn off all snapping, maybe? There we go. Definitely not even. Alright. We're gonna try that one more time. We're gonna get road guidelines. And we're gonna take it till about there again. And we'll take it to there. Yeah, it's just something I don't have to live with. It's not perfect. Okay. I'm not too upset about it. Just a little bit. Alright. Alright. Connect that to there. That to there. And same thing over here. That park might move if I'm being honest. Yeah. Park is gonna have to move. Unfortunately, all that work we put into it, but we'll find a better spot for it, just that's not underneath the highway. And I think a lot of it is just the availability of the highway. So we're probably going to build another junction over here. Exactly what we're going to do. Now, the goal isn't to just move the traffic. The goal is to resolve these issues that we're having pretty consistently. And that's just gonna it's just becoming somewhat of a headache. So I'm gonna get rid of that too. And we're gonna get a function. I'm not very good at building these on my own, as you can tell. So we're gonna build another one of these. Now
Get this one thing clear. Get the one thing. Let's make one thing clear. Get the one thing.
this is definitely gonna head in that direction because of the trains in the future. So I'm just gonna lay that there. Now we're gonna bring these highway roads over in that direction. Well, not really. We're gonna build a connection here. Kind of like our original entrance to our city. And hopefully this will resolve a couple of the issues that we're having with traffic. Now, there's no guarantee this is gonna be perfect, because it never is. But we don't need perfect. We just need good enough. So gonna go through the junctions, get rid of this light, place a stop sign there, keep traffic on the main strip moving. Same thing here, get rid of that. And let this run again and see if this does anything. So we're getting some use of it from this side, but looks like it's still not taking a lot of that down. And I think because it's just a shorter distance to drive from this highway to here, I wish they would realize that this is a short distance because you're avoiding that traffic instead of shorter point A to point B. But looks like most of our traffic issues did kind of resolve themselves. A lot of this is gone. I say that, but then I'm watching just chaos unfold. Looks like for the most part it has been going away though. This train's not growing, it's kind of sustained. Which I guess isn't a good thing. Yeah, a lot of this already cleared up again. This seems to be our ongoing issue. But lane mathematics actually serve a purpose here. I know we went through another year of just trying to figure this out. We're at $5 million, 20,000 people. I guess we should have acknowledged that. We've gone up several thousand in population this episode, but a lot of it has been spent just dealing with traffic. And I think our population keeps going up because we have so many homes. But we're gonna stop growing homes for a bit. The move might honestly be to move a lot of this industry down a bit and make this the main focus highway. And I think that's probably going to be a good idea. Get a lot of this traffic away from there anyway. Wasn't my entire plan for this episode, if I'm being honest. I kind of came here and expected to do a bit more residential and maybe another campus started. But instead of kind of being it ended up being an episode of just infrastructure, which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing that we're doing before we continue our growth. Because if we try to grow right now, we're going to end up in a world of hurt where we're not able to keep up with our traffic at all. And it's going to be just complete disaster. So I think doing some of these upgrades now rather than holding it off till later is a good thing. and I think it'll pay off in the long run. A lot of this traffic they're getting off. Are they getting back off here? Or are they going all the way around? It looks like they're going around. Okay. We'll see if this helps. I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out for sure. We have a commercial demand, so I'm just gonna zone a couple spots out just to fulfill it temporarily until we actually get back into this. And don't be a holdout. Unzone. There we go. Put a stop sign there. And this will continue this regular traffic and yeah, get rid of a lot of these issues we're having. And we're having another death wave. This is something I didn't expect, but you know, it is what it is. We'll deal with it as we've been dealing with everything else, and it's pretty much just one punch at a time and hoping we survive. Yeah, that's also just apt. I think we also unlocked crematoriums, which is absolutely great. It's something we've been needing, and we're going to utilize it immediately by emptying out this land. This I almost just call that cemetery a landfill, which you know, I probably shouldn't call it that, but you know what I meant. Let's see. Yeah, we're having a demand for industry. There's jobs, people. Come claim the jobs. Oh, at least our traffic issue is kind of solved. Say that, but we'll see if it lasts. Look at all these ambulances. Everybody's sick. Is this citizens are sick? My feeling was shown from noise pollution. What's causing a lot of noise pollution in this area? See if this gets rid of our noise pollution. I'm not sure if it will. But we're definitely going to try something because, yeah, people are getting sick. Gonna upgrade some of that road. Looks like it did take care of a lot of it. Which is great. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Fix our noise pollution. It's like a lot of it's going away still, but we have trees. Apparently that was enough to make them happy, so I'll take it. And I think we're at a good position to call it a day for this episode. Now, I know we still have a lot to work on, like, well, adding our public transportation back in. It's probably going to raise some of the traffic levels, but it's kind of at the point where we're at, and we don't really have a choice but to just kind of leave it. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to leave it. And we'll come back to it next time when hopefully things kind of have calmed down, and we'll continue working on a lot of our core issues. Population's beginning to drop because we haven't really been working on a lot. There's you know, massive demand for industry, so we'll probably expand on our current industries and just kind of see where we're at with them. But until next time, drop any ideas that you have below to keep on improving our city. Hopefully we can make it look better than whatever this is, and maybe even find a new place for our park. But until then, we'll see you next time. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the like button. And of course, drop a comment down below. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.